Good morning, friends, and welcome to our interaction this morning. I have about 20 words on the list today. I intend pronouncing so we have a better understanding of how to pronounce these words. And the first word on the list is Oceanic. You hear Nigerians say, I work at Oceanic Bank. That word is not pronounced oceanic, rather, it is rendered as oceanic, oceanic, or oceanic. So I work at Oceanic Bank wrong. I work at Oceanic Bank right. The next word is Zenith. Some people say Zenith Bank. I don't know how that pronunciation has come about, but the proper rendition of that word is Zenith. So I work at Zenith Bank right. The next word on the list there is hubby, which refers to a person's spouse. You say he is my hubby. And then the next word on the list is hobby, which refers to an activity one does for one likes to do. So that is pronounced as hobby. So you have hobby and hobby. Then we have debut, debut or debut. Debut or debut. It refers to a person making a first sporting appearance. So you can say N'Golo Kante had his debut for Chelsea in the game against Arsenal. So that's how you make use of that particular word. The next word there is debutant. Debutant or debutant. It still refers to a person making his first sporting appearance. So still using the same example of which I did use earlier with regards to N'Golo Kante, you can say this is N'Golo Kante played that game as a debutant. That is to say, he was making his first appearance in that game. You can equally say the Nigerian team have a lot of debutants into this match. That is, they have a lot of players making their first appearance in the game. So debutant, but people pronounce that word as debutant. It's not debutant. It's debutant or debutant. And then you now have debutante. You'll discover that it's very similar to what we just pronounced. The difference here now is that this has an E after the T. So this one, you now pronounce it as debutant or debutant. I hope the distinction is clear. I said the one without the E is debutant or debutant. So the T is silent. But in the one that has the E, you pronounce as debutant. The next word on the list is debris, debris or debris, not debris. Then we have plumber, plumber. People get to say plumber. There's no such thing as plumber. The word is pronounced as plumber. A plumber is a person who fixes broken pipes or who installs toilet and bathroom pipes and related stuff. So plumber. Then the similar word is slumber, which is slumber. Now that's the tricky nature of the English language. One would have thought that slumber would be rendered the same way we did pronounce plumber. But in plumber, the B is voiceless, it is silent. But in slumber, the B is voiced. The next word we have on the list is salon, salon. Salon. So I can say I'm going to the salon to have a haircut. Salon. Then in a similar fashion, you have salon. This is the one that's now pronounced as saloon. Now, whereas a salon generally refers to a place where one can have a haircut or where people go for their hairs to be taken care of. A salon is a public room used for a specified purpose, not necessarily a place where a person's hair is made. So salon is actually the one most apt when you talk about having a haircut or a lady going to make her hair. A salon, like I did say, it's a public room for just any purpose whatsoever, any designated purpose whatsoever. Now we have marketer, marketeer rather, I beg your pardon, marketeer. So you say he's he sells fuel illegally. He's a black marketeer. He's a black marketeer. But people often say, in one of my English classes, I had to correct that. People say he's a black marketer. No, a marketer is different from a marketeer. A marketeer is someone who sells goods. You can say he's a software marketeer. But so many people don't know that there's a difference between marketer and marketeer. So I just thought I should mention this in this session. Okay, I omitted the word journalism. People pronounce it as journalism. It's not journalism. The stress is not on the na. The word is pronounced as journalism. Journalism. So the stress is on the first on the Jour, journalism. That's how you pronounce the word. You say journalism has become a lucrative profession in this part of our world. Then you have the next word on the list is soiree. It's a French word. It's pronounced as soiree. Soiree. A soiree is an evening party where people get together and it's music and conversation, drinks and all that. Soiree. So I can say I'm going to attend John's soiree later tonight. That's how that word is rendered. And the next word on the list is soigne. The word is it's also of French origin. The word is pronounced as soigné. And as an adjectival word, it refers to a person who is elegantly dressed. Sometimes people are more often accustomed to the word dapper. You say that guy looks dapper, or looks chic, or is elegantly dressed. So this is another word you can use instead of those aforementioned words. Soigné. So let me give us an example sentence using the word. Say she looks soigné in her well-tailored gown. And the next word there, also of French origins, aufait, au fait, another adjective. Au fait means to be familiar with. So you can say, I'm new in town, so I'm not yet au fait with the city. I'm not yet au fait with the city. That's how you pronounce the word. And the next word we have there is millionaire. You hear people say millionaire. Millionaire. Nigerians pronounce that word in a very funny way. The word has been mutilated over time, but that word is not pronounced as millionaire. No, it's wrong. The correct rendition of that word is millionaire. Millionaire. That's how you pronounce the word. If for those of us who are fans of the popular TV show, academic reality TV show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you'll discover that the host of that show never pronounced the word as millionaire. He renders the word as millionaire. So you would often hear him say, good evening and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, And same thing too for billionaire, not billionaire, it's billionaire. And finally, have the word aufond, au fond. It's also a French origin. It means, as an adverb, it means basically, fundamentally. So I can say, au fond, I'm not happy with his attitude, so I don't intend being friends with him. So I hope we've been able to pick a thing or two from today's session, and I hope we can better our understanding and mastery of the spoken English from what we've been able to do today. Stay fine and have a blissful day and week ahead. Bye-bye.